It's time for you to unwind, cause tonight we gonna have a ball, y'all. From all over the world, we are bringing you the funniest new comics in Los Angeles. Welcome to Laugh After Dark. Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet and make some noise for your host, Luke Ashley!
Thank you! Yes! What's up? Woo! I don't know how y'all bitches doing in these heels. I need my Crocs. I saw this woman walking her dogs. Okay, so let's see if I can get this analogy right. Her breasts looked like she was holding two extremely large infants. You know when you get an infant baby and you're like, oh, look how far out my hand is. You see that? Poor thing. And she's walking dogs. Dogs. So she's like, it was horrible, poor thing. And it like was pulling her down. And I was like, okay, God, I know what you be doing. God be sitting up in heaven playing around when he makes us. He was like, I'm gonna give her some real big titties. And I'm gonna give her some little titties. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. Oh, look, she about to fall over. Look, them titties is big, I told you. Oh, I thought I got some lightning there for a second. Yeah, my husband, I've been losing a little bit of weight. Just a little. What sucks, I said don't cheer when I say I lost weight. Don't do that. Okay, no, do a little bit more. Here's how he noticed I was losing weight. I walked by him and he was like, oh, baby, I see it in your shoulders. I'm sorry, how much weight do you have in your shoulders? You have a lot? Do you, sir? Do you have a lot of weight? How much did he have to, yes. Yes. In my shoulders. And then I had put on some sandals. He's like, baby, I see it in your toes. I'm sorry, he sounds like a 1970s cop. That's just how I hear him in my head. But he saw it in my shoulders, and I was like, I don't see it. I don't get it. You know, and then here's the thing about my husband. He's getting older. He's in denial about it. And I'm okay with it, because I'm looking younger. You know what I'm saying? Because here's how you know you're getting old. When you're a man, you fall asleep just about any time of day. Anytime. You're looking at me like, damn, I did fall asleep at 4:14 yesterday, and I don't know why. That's how you're looking at me. And this is the sad thing, right? So we're sitting up in bed, and we talk about when we're going to have sex. We have to schedule it, okay? And he's like, baby, I want some. Now, remember, he's a 1970s cop. She's like, baby, I want some, okay? And I'm looking over him like, nigga, you ain't gonna stay up for nothing. And so he's like, this is the best part. He likes to talk shit. Men, do y'all like to talk about what you're gonna do when you have sex? Don't look back, it was you. We all heard you. Please give him some tonight. Yeah, so what's crazy is he was falling asleep as he's telling me what he gonna do. Yes. And I just sat there and let him say it. What you gonna do, baby? I'm gonna tear that pussy up. Say, what? What we gonna do tonight? I'm gonna get that pussy. Girl, you know you want this. I am like, really? Really? That's what you're gonna do tonight? You gonna tear the pussy up? And he's not 40! What the fuck? When I met him, he was like, I got an old soul, baby. I was like, okay, I'm dating a pimp. All right, I'll take it, whatever. It's so bad. I felt horrible. And my kids want a sibling, another sibling. And I was like, really? Y'all bitches ain't thinking right. Get it together, come back, let me know. But my youngest had a friend who has now a little sister, and she's like, I really want one. And I was like, okay, you come in here and wake up your daddy, and we'll work on it.
Yo, stay tuned for Jimmy Earl and Diego Curiel. Laugh After Dark will be right back. Welcome back to Laugh After Dark. Coming to the stage is Jimmy Earl.
Laugh After Dark, what is up? Thanks for coming out. My name is Jimmy Earl. I'm a Filipino from Canada. Thank you so much for that, yeah. Also just turned 46. No woo. I'm starting to do old people shit, and it creeps up on me. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. So I'm from Sacramento. I'm driving on the 5, and you're supposed to look at your blind spot when you change lanes. I can't do that shit anymore. I pull a weird muscle right here. This is what I do when I change lanes now. I just go, fuck it. You know what else I do as I'm getting older? I give blood on a regular basis. No, because in my 46-year-old head, the more I give blood, my cholesterol should stay low. Word of advice if you give blood. Don't take your wife when you go give blood. Yeah, because some of the screening questions they ask you, right? Gets you in trouble. My wife over here zipped through the questions, no problem. Then they got to me. Have you ever had sex with a prostitute? Have you ever had sex with a I heard you. No. Have you ever participated in homosexual activities? I had a wine cooler back in '93. It's a little... Yeah, super gay, right? So I grew up in the 80s. Where are my 80s people at? Who grew up right there? 80s. Fun music, right? Do you like the music? Yeah. But it was a decade, though, of safe sex STDs, right? Remember the 80s? So here's the deal. If you listen to every 80s song very, very closely, there's like this safe sex STD message in every 80s song. Who remembers Thompson Twins? Remember Thompson Twins? Yeah. Doctor, doctor, can't you see it's burning, burning? Who remembers REO Speedwagon? Got it from a friend who got it from a friend who got it from another who was fucking around. Remember Naked Eyes? And there's always something there to remind me. Yeah, prove my point. I don't know, things are changing as I'm getting older. Things are evolving. Culture at the workplace is evolving, right? Because of all this sexual misconduct, right? This week, a female coworker said good morning to me. You know what I told her? I'm not falling for that shit. You know what else is evolving? You know what else is evolving? Customer service, right? It's probably the shittiest ever. Now, I don't know. Okay, let me give you an example. I ordered an Egg McMuffin from an Asian lady behind the counter. She's giving me attitude because I can't understand her. You ever experienced this? Because apparently when you order an Egg McMuffin, you have a choice of a round egg or a folded egg. Did you know that? I had no idea. No idea. Good morning, I'd like an orange juice and an egg McMuffin, please. Do you want round egg or for the air? Yes. What is your problem? You want round egg or for the air? One. Listen to me, round egg or for the air. Round egg or for... Back up, calm down. Can I talk to your manager, please? Manager comes over, straightens it all out. Yo, sup, yo? Man, you want an egg McMuffin with a round egg or a folded egg, player? Shit. Finally, someone who could speak English. That's... Oh, man. Married now 23 years of marriage. No, woo, actually. Because here's the deal, 20 plus years of marriage, my wife gives me mixed messages all the time. Mixed messages. Let me give you an example. So she comes running up to me, Jimbo, do you tell your friends what we do in bed? Do you kiss and tell? No, I respect what we have. Do you know what she does Saturday mornings at Starbucks with her friends? Hear her laugh, she was there. Faces husbands make while making love. Yeah, apparently one husband is the jogger. Yeah, apparently I'm the dumper. Hey! I think I shit my pants just there. You know what else she does? She does these things. She does this. She does things that kill the mood when we're being intimate. I call them boner killers. She likes to do that. Okay, so we're doing it, right? Let me give you an example. We're doing it, and I'm on top, and she starts doing this to my arms. Sweetie, what the hell? Someone needs to start toning up their guns. Right? You know what else she does? She likes music and candles while we're doing it. So I'm on top, we're doing my thing. I look over at the candle. The price tag is still there, $40. Sweetie, what the hell? $40, what the hell? It's a meet me in Tahiti from Bath and Body. Any chance, could we meet at the dollar store? Is that possible? She bought 3, ma'am. Yeah. Strawberries and cream, summer s'mores. And meet me in Tahiti, $120 on candles. So I'm buying the candles now. I am going to the dollar store, different scents. Dingleberries and cream. Summer sores. Meet me in Barstow, because here's... You guys having fun? You guys having fun tonight? Oh, man. Thanks for coming out. I didn't drive from Sacramento. I actually flew. I flew from Stockton. I flew Allegiant Air. Yeah, it's a really bad airline. Really, right? It's the shittiest airline, but pilots won't even let their family members fly the shitty airline. But you can go to Stockton to Vegas, Stockton to like Arizona for like $50. So it's like worth risking your life, isn't it? Right? But here's the deal about Allegiant pilots. You know when they make the announcements on the speaker, you know, and then I swear to God, they make those. It sounds like to me they're like getting blowjobs up there. Have you heard this? Those pilots are like, bing. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain. Averaging 30,000 feet. Folks will be arriving. Folks will be arriving at our destination. a little prematurely. I have to stay at shitty hotel rooms because I have to watch my hotel budget. I can feel like bed bugs crawl on me. I know. Here's the deal, because when I stay at ratty hotel rooms, my body shuts down. I break into a rash. I get clammy, right? And I get constipated. Yeah, so here's the deal. You know your hotel room is seriously ghetto when you're sitting on the toilet and you can't go because even your shit's like... Oh, hell no. I'm going to hold out for an AM PM. You guys have been great. Thank you so much.
That's right, we got more laughs coming your way. Stay tuned. We're back with Laugh After Dark. Coming to the stage is Diego Curiel.
I'm excited to be here. I love California, all the mixed ethnicities in the house. I saw something today that made me cry. A Mexican man with a white woman. I was like, yes, the American dream is possible. Little known fact, I didn't know that white people leave. When two white people get married, an angel gets its wings. But when a Mexican man marries a white woman, a Mexican named Angel gets his citizenship. And whenever I see an Indian guy with a white woman, I'm like, oh my God, they're outsourcing love now. They're outsourcing love. That's cool. I'm glad you guys are laughing. I just want to say up front that I have Asperger's syndrome, which means if you guys don't laugh at any more of these jokes, this is the worst Make-A-Wish I've ever been a part of. I'm like Lady Gaga, I was born this way. I can't help it. And people don't tell you that Asperger's is the Diet Coke of autism. Same great taste, none of the cool superpowers. Like, I can't go to a casino like Rain Man, or I can't look at a pickle jar and be like, 95 pickles. Sir, those are jelly beans. You're way... And growing up, there was no one to look up to with Asperger's. No one to look up to until now. There's a rapper named Chief Keef, you guys. I'm like, finally, a man that's gonna rap about what I love. Coloring outside the lines in books, shiny things, and pouring chocolate milk on bitches. It's my Cristal, put it on ice. This is... I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday, you guys, because it's the one time a year that you get to see what like slutty asparagus would look like. But it's also the one time a year that Jehovah's Witnesses get to see what it's like for people to knock on their door just... No, but it's... Thank you, I love it. That's good. I love it. She's a strong black woman. She went, that's good, baby. Sugar, you go. Ooh. Oh, man. That's good. Oh, man. There's a lot of beautiful women in this audience. Make some noise, ladies, if you're feeling yourselves. Like, yeah, that's good. I just want to say that because, ladies, I want to apologize on behalf of every man that's ever sent you a dick pic. Because I didn't know how bad it was till I got one on accident. Like, I didn't know. He was like, hey, Raquel, nice to meet you, ... dick pic. Dude, it's Monday. My week hasn't even started. And I said that, and it should be the end of the conversation, right? He's like, sorry, my bad. No, it wasn't. He said, sorry, my bad, ... What you think, though? What do you mean? First of all, I'm not a doctor, and honestly, it looks infected, bro. Like, I don't know. There's Instagram, there's filters. Put a smiley face on it like this. Clean it up. I like to drink and watch documentaries because I'm basically a white woman, and it's very cool. I just saw the OJ trials, really good documentary. But it reminded me that the OJ trials were televised, but it made me wish that the Cosby trials were televised. Just so we could see the prosecution say the proof is in the pudding. Literally, the drugs were in the pudding. He's blind, but justice is not. That's smart. That's good, though. I see a lot of happy couples in this audience, and you should be proud, you guys. I'm proud. I just got a white girlfriend. Thank you. No need to clap. It's cool. She still has that fresh farmer's market smell on her. I love it. Every morning smells like Trader Joe's, and it's awesome. And there's things they don't teach you as a Mexican man when you start dating a white woman. It leads to sexy interracial role playing. Like every day she'll drop me off in front of Home Depot. And an hour later she'll pick me up. You won't work, you won't work. Yeah, you won't work. It is a recession. It actually backfired last week and she picked up 3 Mexican dudes, so yeah. There's trouble in paradise. That's good. But you should be proud if you're dating. Like, it is hard. You know how hard it is to date nowadays? Like, everybody has a fetish. Like, women want you to have a job. It's so crazy. The phrase, I have a W-2 should not be foreplay is all I'm saying, you guys. Actually, before I met my girlfriend, I hooked up with a cougar earlier. Yeah, woo. The zoo was not too happy about that. The zoo... I love you guys. You guys make me feel like I'm at Black Church. She's going, ah! I'm going to pass a collection plate around and do this. That's good, though. And they have all these dating websites now that make it super hard, right? Like ChristianSingles.com or like Pokemon Go. Like, it's so... I actually asked the girl to Pokemon Go last year. We were dating, and that same day she was playing the game, she met a dude, and she screwed him. They fucked each other. And I'm like, that's not a romantic story you could tell your kids, right? Like, back in the days, you would meet at a club or at a dinner theater. Like, Dad, how'd you meet Mom? Well, son, I was looking for a Pikachu. But I caught your mama instead, showed her my Pokeballs, used my Squirtle. She's my Pokemon hoe. I actually... The last girl that broke up with me used to say the phrase, I need to put my face on. We're referring to makeup all the time. I need to put my face on. When the fuck did I start dating Mr. Potato Head? Like, when did I? That explains the disappearing and reappearing mustache. Fuck her. Look, guys, I've moved on. Greener pastures. I'm just trying to teach you guys things. Like, you learn something new every day. Today, I learned I can't eat a tamale near the trunk of my car without a person going, how much are they? Quantasone. They're not for sale. My mom made them for me. Now all of a sudden I look like a stingy business owner. And all of a sudden I have a bad Yelp review and I don't even own a goddamn taqueria. How did I get half a star? This is crazy. I have good news. I just lost 90 pounds at the end of last year. Yeah, woo, yeah. I felt like a bitch my first day at the gym, though, because when I was on the bench press, a guy in a wheelchair started laughing at me. So I passively aggressively got on the leg press. Oh, my God. This feels amazing. I'm gonna feel this tomorrow. Karma's a bitch, karma. And they're teaching kids fun runs at schools now. Did you know that? What a fun run is for every lap the child runs, the parents will sponsor the lap with $1 per lap, which is a good method in theory, but I went to pick up my niece and I noticed this little fat kid sad because nobody sponsored him. And I'm like, he reminds me of me when I was little, so let's do this. He's gonna cost $4, let's do this. By the 35th lap, you guys, I'm like, go the fuck down! You have nothing to prove. By the 40th lap, it was just him and a Kenyan kid left. Like, it was ridiculous. I became the villain from the Karate Kid movies yelling, sweep the leg, somebody sweep the leg! I came here to sponsor a fat kid, not Rudy. Where did you come from? Only have $34 in a Groupon. This is crazy. I'm very family-oriented, you guys. I love my father. He just turned 76 this year. Yeah, thank you very much. It's to the point, though, that I have to hold his hand to walk him around everywhere, which I don't mind because I love my father. I just mind when he interlocks our fingers and he starts swinging, because people get the wrong idea, right? Oh, my God, that's the weirdest gay couple I've ever seen. I said that to my dad. He laughed in my face. Son, if I was gay, we would just be friends. We would just be friends. Stuck in the friend zone with my own father. I'm just a side son. Like, it's a sad story. How many proud parents do we have in the audience, by the way? Just sadness on that side. That's cool. You should be proud. I just never been a parent. The closest thing I've been to being a dad is 8th grade home ec and the baby egg they give you. But the messed up part was my teacher gave me a brown egg. I didn't even have to take a paternity test to find out it was mine. I'm like, why did I get a dozen? This is racist. Get those chiclets off my baby, Senora. Thank you very much, Laughs After Dark. You've been amazing.
Sit tight. Laugh After Dark will be right back.
All right. Woo! Y'all have a good time? Amazing, right? Amazing. Yo, I'm your host, Luke Ashley. Thanks for coming out. Check you next time. Don't let the door hit you where it split you. I love you, baby. Bye.